Nyame adom.
Na NDC enso so ho te sen na nyama sikọ.
NDC ho ye pa NDC chese ye kan ye ho ye we are poised and ready. A chese ye nim se Nyankopon adom come December 7th 2020 there. Ghana for be adom ombesa to aba no ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no asamba be the president. Ene ne boafo Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyeman. If you say we share a prior year call, any said the amount for ABC that may medical campaign since 2002. Na we share said the siko a telebia young craniana nipano omhoya and wama. Omutimi transia train a be a program say be a cook in Krube in Siaso. Yabe Shasiano amount for the block quine. Oh. From one town to the other, no amount for block quite bear 2 or 3 times. Enti ebe we no instead of incluencia no akobe do me no ana do me esa. Ebu amount for timi transia ahemfo ene dom e transia till 4 a.m. ahemrache no 9 na amount for eti ho ahemfo etutu omontoma omaba be tra ho a bia ye mo se bia omo ye last program bia 6 o'clock. Na omaba omukofie no makokudi no mabasa omo twense chinchinia e wo se omuhu President John Mahama anana na Jane Opoku Agyeman ansana omakofie enti ohwe dom na utimu se Ghana for enu omuho se and some da MPP for be kan be kai 2016 abato oh yes e wo sika o mamu ha enso ne ebre Braumia said, Sikadodo no ye Juma or Bank of Ghana, Sikewa Memuha, and ya dear, it was a yetimi a boro Sikakra, Eddie Bibia or Ghana Memuha. Omoma, Boshe Bibri, 1 village, 1 dam, one district, $1 million per constituency of your mobile. The first primary responsibility, and I say, I dare you fap him. Emma or maybe a baby and say or bought amount for the mobile. And only number 1, I just say, oh, I say a baby and no, a primus inter Paris first, and only Bible. If the Niabe in economy, acquire suku, hospital, we in Nasa amount for Nasumbian or many Nasa Bible Niwa and Fasobian so. And a honosuna or shall say, oh, fairly. I buy way by 12 December and our MPP supporters could take over motorway toll booth ya kaya BBNC 13th December and MPP 4 ya chi 2 bisa omoko sizi toilet facilities e che ye jaomo 9th January police penny our share uniform our Flagstaff house MPP 4 invisible forces ebo no pipe na some ema ye hu video no live ne ekosi e ene de BBNC ya arrest obia na mom omo ana omo hwe video room ho no omo ne de omo share guard room ananka Bruce police ni penny ASP aya bone sotro abona ye nyina ye hu ye nothing happen. The same 9th January macho men MPP foi omo ye program o Ghana Post Authority and omo bora ho escata BBNC. Apart from that, AMA Tobuf, na MPP boys 5, Omakwaje Aboso. Okay, a normal CZ cars, me say me car. Up to now, cry me car, and now almost CZ me car. Now say I normal friend, say me after almost 2 years old.
Almost friend was said, Nancy, almost friend said,
I almost friend me. Now I'm saying, I said, more
Jim, a bedgy.
I'm more better, Muslim family, I won't show a letter. It's more person, me bedgy, I won't show a letter. In your no, I want to be the mamma. Just say any other Toyota Camry. Camry Yabi. Kandahar boys, February 22nd, 2017. Omukot Tamale Teaching Hospital, Eko Pamo CEO, BBNC. Delta Forces, the whole Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator. Omukoko Pamono, if you're in the office, Echino on the steps. Egunenimo supporter, BBNC. Yade Omukor court to no so, and also court omko chesi judge or ho or pim for BBNC. Subsequently almost back court no omo back court no munim fine ya debe mo nti no be cry envelope sika dodo aye fine nti omo ye da no mo hu say sika sei ene ya debe fine omo school feeding caterers na invisible forces attack omo no more locking up Eastern Regional NHI office no more call national security Savelugu that's a bebre I just say indiscipline any security there just say MPP is a disaster na near ye kan cry no ayawa so West Wagon na say you drum pempensuo bi na say oman enema enye normal ebedane no abnormal enema ebedane normal na say oman ne yesenke say your mo mamu ane your IGP your army commander your district police commander na ebinum etime nya kukudro na ya mom police vehicles amom etuo omo she uniform aba bebia ye ba beto aba prepare for abo a member of parliament eniso na ya set up commission na recommend so mo ye say nyina was here trauma so nothing absolutely nothing zero let's just say o man penny of waso o support sa anema no eno na mbodi omo a otumi ye trudin otena ya bon crofo ha ye prepare crofo ha ebi see that this is the first time in the history of this country ye trudin nipa mienu ewu omo prepare omo de ye ntimi nkan minister ankasa so no call police station ekotwe tu okoto ye eno so akwakosi hin it is the first duty of this government near yan say president no say ono no once on obeba no also a respect of rule of law. Now, rule of law president in here, any unconye rule of law president here, then just say law and order a break it down. Just said you nipa left, right, and center. Ahmed Swali, mo colleague, mo journalist, ye shamu privately. I mean, can't say but most of you, ye shamu privately, and I'm musugumu and yama ko yesu musro. Say be ane akwa Ahmed Swali. Manase emra ne wa ba mu otata yensan ene o kansam aso yehuna ene kasa o ye na djuma ye ne agree but o ye na djuma for the first time in the history of this country Manasseh had to go into exile under this government president will believe in the rule of law and when it comes to security any rule of law nanado or a disaster and nuntina very dangerous to say obi be try say obesa to abama no for the next 4 years because nipa no onya power no nia wayeni otimi yabo MPs yabo ono security for ye prepare for ye kum journalists BBS nothing just impunity it is also many 4 years and I just say sa niam no ye nyina no fo aso enti ene afa no ba be ne mo na me ka chobi say so ya brantie na say ebia onya wa no onya ogela wan hwe yi a invisible force ni bi betimi aba abeje ogel wo kan obebo ya de no police station ye be wan hwe a wo kra na edo obekwa akotum totally unacceptable and on that basis the primary duty of a government is obehwe ban bon wansam eno omo feli nti o say no kra no tuti omo na fe ya ba omo promises omo ye one district one factory now car na obi oye ne factory o emo kra em say mo factory ba kwa hia na akwaji o because we your factory na o man penim be bofa ho a o say any factory a lot of factories and crofo ye miami nimbi koko bi manaf bi ye ne koko factory no mo akwaje o say o dia one district one factory emra den ye wo abamu no obekai a pharmaceutical companies ye mo stimulus package 50 million Ghana cedis ya kwankwaje am so say they are still private companies doing their work. It will be in a factory. That's a buy a be alcohol bibia or say a whole factory. It's one district, one factory, no, where dodge. One village, one dam, where dodge. Why when him say more fellow journalists echo around, echo check some of these dams. Just say bobo nothing. About the state of the economy. A buy way abobosia more than any other a buy in the history of Ghana. So far no about 140 billion Ghana cedis. 140 billion Ghana cedis. Yay, ya penso. Almost say about your Bobosia. In fact, Baumia can say no Ejuma Ghana, Bank of Ghana. It's only here say about Bobosia. It is sa ni omo kind no near the measure mo. Wo ya your Bobosia be 54 billion no. What say there be and say that too much. It's no oba mobesia. And our buy no wabo bosia 140 billion Ghana cedis. Okay. Yeah, 54 billion now. Yeah, no. Within 3.5 years or 3, because first 8 months near were caught. 83 years, 4 months. At the end of the year, Ridge Hospital were ho, Dodoa Hospital were ho, Tanga Hospital were ho, Wa Regional Hospital were ho, University of Ghana Medical Center were ho, Formena District Hospital were ho, Maritime Hospital were ho, Bank of Ghana Hospital were ho, Bekwai Hospital were ho, Wenfield Polyclinic were ho, Gumwa Deuram Polyclinic were ho, Boma Clinic were ho, Techiman Polyclinic were ho, and Grand Quanta Polyclinic were ho, Quetri Polyclinic, Police Hospital Expansion Project, Afe Military Hospital, Ewa Shanti Region, Ayashasiye. And a fluoroscopy machine at the back Cape Coast Hospital, any CT scan, brong a half. And I do near advance a buyer. And a chip compound, me and me can be name or cabinet. And you take it decision, say, you better you pay ministers, you pay 10% every month. Yeah, chip compound 2,900. Cape Coast Stadium or ho, Techimentia Polyclinic or ho, Afoba Market, Central Market. Whole Central Market this year, KJTR Central Market this year, Kotokraba Market this year, Saglemi Housing Project, Kwame Nkrumah Circle Interchange, Ketasi Defense, Labadi Villas Housing Project, Pong Water Project, Barakesi Water Supply Project, Esache Water Treatment Plant, Nsawan Water Expansion Project, and a 5 towns water supply project, Chebi, Osinase, and Yinem Apega, and a Santimampon water projects, and a fee Adakula Nibe, and a fee Oba power sector. For since independence, we share your population, any demand for power. Now the rate at which our population need grow, any demand for power no. Now and yet it's a drew baby no, and this are doom so by. John Mahama came to inherit that problem. And you know no cost here, but to determine say he will solve that problem within that short 3.5 period. No, Monshet near John Mahama a year within that short period. Car power badge 250 megawatts. Ameri power bank, boom power bunch, TTP tema, T2 power plant, Abuaje, NFA T1 plant. It's Usha
about the thermal plant. About the Jerry time.
Usha Sanema Winina. Yet the 186 megawatts. Ebe ka Abuaje no ho. Abuaje no yeshase no. Ye ndi bi be ka ho. So what I say. And I say FPSO Kwame Nkrumah. FPSO Kwame Nkrumah na na ho. And the FPSO Mills. FPSO John Kufuor. Eti Usha the power sector now. Massive improvement. I buy power sector. How many megawatts no they account? Rural electrification, extension of electricity to the rural areas. What is the percentage of the account? The water sector. What is the and meanwhile, Bobusia more than any other government in the history of this country. It is Sikano Wahe or the Sikane because you bet me a show Sanema Winina. Elkosia was a toilet. It's government achievement and the toilet. Our commission toilet, any street light. Street light, oh. It is a man another 4 years. Or about commission a zebra crossing, any toll booth. Debbie. The government has received so much apart from all these things, you know. Your Kotoka Airport, Terminal 3, Tamale Airport Expansion Project, Wa Airport, Ho Airport, Airport Cargo Center, Bao Cargo Handling Jetty, Temaport Expansion, Takrade started rehabilitation, Kojo Chrome Railway Line, Gifford Road, Awashipokwa Road, Bema Camp Road, just acquiring the Yakasi Yakakra ICT centers all over the country. Schools are YCC, Ayashas, you name say free SHS, no, there, a year constitutional imperative. It's answer now, but was all building infrastructure, and Yashas 200 senior high schools. Yeah, but Konya Hani over there 48. A binum almost over 120 our different stages of completion. Mobile most of them took Kanan nama who be in the forest near there. Enti Osha just say a dear pa na ben waiting ye. Enunti o deserve se obenya second term. Trying a track record in the area of security, track record in the area of health, track record in the area of education, track record in the area of power generation, track record in general governance, debt management. What a damn power. Now, I don't even want to start, and I'm going to go into corruption.
Amaniana me busa ona. Amaniana wabo ne tin pa.
We are just introduction.
I make us busa na man end this mood to say. Until no introduction no na. Wabo ne tin no. But then who as the director of elections, my National Democratic Congress, there na Obetoso handing over notes by and our predecessor Ademao. They are not a director of elections, my NDC and Sana 2016 year Betwaba. Might have given you some handing over notes as to why Osusu said 2016 Mulusu elections no. Or are close to about 2 million people and Omotoaba at the ATM.
And you know, correct, please.
And I'm saying close
no,
to.
No, let's get our facts right.
Okay.
Almost 1 million crowd.
It's close to bear 1 million. I said about, 2 million, right?
Yeah, it was 2 million.
Sorry. Close to bear 1 million.
1 million.
Close to bear 1 million people. I was going to the enemy team. Now, I can say close to bear 1 million people and Omotoaba at the ATM. There might be some reasons in Tia Omotoaba at the ATM. Munim. Say Munimwa. Quite bang na ma faso because the wabu so in ya niama mo ye. In fact, niama mo ye ni at say kase et your mem near pempun to numa. These are the reasons in Tia Bia Toaba. Enti dear in T na mulusu 2016 elections no. And dear na mo ye said the beya all the wrongs will be made right.
So me do I see be mini abema. One who say na 2016 no na nanado I pray a hindi na several years. Called 2008 and called 2012 and koye enti na asemo no kan say Ghana for try na nani image any the way I was projecting ho any media are projecting say or you be or yeah or fighting for rule of law. Mra or you know or perceive be akoye in the country and I feel so bosha or the buy no oh ti bosha na name nwampa e bi nam kan say or say corruption say na top on their priority said there will be no corruption. Almost mention a few of
also on your corrupt you cannot be corrupted
you know or because I mean on your family and friends or and we'll go into all of this one by one. And I feel about the economy or say Abobo Sando do say audio no cry them beat me and Rabo you discuss so not come there. The question is see also you discuss so and come there and that's the question we should ask him. And I feel and he promises no name some more kind on and some the na Ghana for almost the dead and I nipa no omebu or my neda. It's not do na na say okay you man a chance no here. Secondly so when you Inti penny dia ebia na oye penny no ya man opportunity na say onim say aka ne na kakra bi owi asenti oba be ye niam esefata e ma man no inti that was also there and I feel so during the campaign number of Flagstaff House what I saw they say you focus so a lot on the governance you focus too much on the party no you feel so automatically no niam na ye no amanfo be hu say oh yes, I near my way. I was saying it to me now the opportunity to continue. So that was very, very clear. And it even came out in the Kwesibochi report. I moved cry from memo even before the election. And that was there. Your party no. So say Oba Bemwa one share your party and government relationship no. Ayana a separation be abem kakra because we are Benny Pan so a minister. A Juma na edin. Oh, you will now, you will person fulfill promises now, projects near there now, up and down. Meanwhile, no, if you are there now, you are never benefiting Crawford, but we're on more information and what church almost so. If you are, remember, exam 2012, we were almost at that point. Now, Satana, many honorable for sample for near local government. In the and say you decided, say, your program, yes, and let the people know. And you share all the DCs, MMDCs all across the country. So when your program, radio, TV, pop, community engagements. Now projects are more in our mom family to no be because all your projects no. Say be your project no is the go ha. Now me mete e be akaso, I made them. So I was some public
but then 2016. And when you realize that it is beginning to look like, I said, the concentration is on governance. Now, party, no more some of you who were close to power, no other than when draw for attention.
It is all of us, your responsibility. So, maybe an account, there be need account. So what I say, a collective responsibility, and young leaders know yet take responsibility. Say, any idea anymore, I didn't uncle ye. It's a banner day, and nothing I said.
Plus, say, amount for or moto about Ghana Hana. Ayana, dear, because look at 2000 about President Akufo ne campaign or say, she was sitting in a twaba. So is it not about the affecting Ankasa? Dear, I also be packaging country and no na take a decision de kwatoaba. It's not about what we feel. Dear, you say a sister ya setna and yeah de kwatoaba. But man come for say you're live on Kingdom TV, and I feel Facebook. Kingdom 107.7 FM. So Osha na share no leave your comment. Say me no no bon kwan the studio had but nkomo no nyina ye nkomo. To say the kind of Kingdom no so baby bibia there is a comment section Facebook and YouTube and Facebook so no WhatsApp and so 0555 247 647 0555 247 647. Honorable Elvis a free anchor, a director of Elections for National Democratic Congress. Ye din komo after 2020 December 7 abatwa ye kotui. The entire was ye sakai National Democratic Congress. Nesa kase sankofa yenchi. Nesa koyeche no komo ana ye die. Honorable, back to my question. No say, is it not about us? Because why ye Juma na ye nimwa? We will vote for you. Afe wuna also sabe katre yana.
Question no Sesania can any sanka only has to be a campaign sabio. So what I say a woman said why a Jumane dear, but a beer na I was said what day Okwa Pro now for church and Semuma and Nipano. Because my example said a beer at TA East Legonha, a beer a project, a boa to Caswa, Bodua say Sandema, Unim. So what I say, it's your no who you know, or better than who say why you be. We live in a modern era, communication, globalized world, you know, very, very important. Every campaign, no matter how much I you know, I was a chinchinia, oko, now pro, now church and phone sim. Now, face you near me be a can't so be a unya, no church or munientia, untimin, no my explanation, and I say this, and tia no dear, on one hand, no, near why you know. A better ho ama manfo hu but on the other hand also no e was all call now call church mumu no mu because on my new bia no timi hu bibia globally. For example ye to abawie ye no afi na say ye de ye nema to dwa and na no me Kumasi na Kumasi a me call radio station bi and na answer na me call na me me preparations and na document ya me sakai Ashanti region NDC projects in Ashanti region, constituency by constituency. So, with me, I capture. So, just say
NDC projects in Ashanti region.
So,
constituency by
constituency. So, what I say, I'm talking about every constituency. Adansi North, or Adansi South, Fijako Abre, Ahafwano North, Ahafwano South. Just every single constituency, Amansia Central, every single constituency, Asante Akim South, projects, baby. The school, chip compound, a health,
traceable, verifiable.
Verifiable. I had there MP4 in Ashanti region. I don't think Ashanti region is Sano.
Ashanti region versus
2020
elections.
Because these are facts and no more community.
More target, more number be a more target. I mean, votes, number of votes.
15th November.
Because my car 1 million.
1 million, then you're official. But that's just by the way.
But with the party, no official number of votes.
15th November, I'll tell you the figure. But I say Ashanti region, because enkrofo enti mu yes anema we nyina na mo hundawro just say it's unprecedented and when every single constituency every district projects be so it's not communication no was a problem and when you say amemo communication ye key so what I say in 2016 how many Monamo station you are how many people came to this station to come and
2016 na kingdom
Nyamai but there are other stations are almost complaining
but I think na the other ones
exactly and people complain say mom why you send my way can be you know people are shocked say your videos be region by region with me as an amount
into the region here mulusu elections now. And maybe said this particular questions because purposely because we are director of elections. And see, mulusu elections because you were not able to communicate the moye.
And they are part of it. But mulusu election, one single lateral reason. So waiting a lose but make sure so one of the major reasons.
Okay, major, which means that but you were not able to communicate
properly. Number two, and they say you lose touch with your grassroots.
Okay,
so what I say now you know munkita within anyhow. So we win election. And your party for no say Ghana hano. Every party be about 45%. So be winning election was our party for no. It may cut on quite twaba. It is our party for no. Say even 5% to crown quanko twaba. Either say omubufu and as some so you win area and no to me affect too. And apart from so new be dinky hono on the election day no you'll be a friend of GOTV get out the votes. Ubeti me a more aqua no more twaba. We show US elections here. Say it's all about turnout. New bit me a turnout ni voters more no. Once 2016 in the US no Hillary blacks no vote no. They didn't turn out into affected no. And the ability to get your base no critical. It's your also you lose base no.
And Bibi or deliberately more here to be able to get in touch.
Oh, absolutely,
base.
Absolutely.
Was it because it said they now constituency by constituency. Now say all the nooks and crannies of Ghana Bibi Koso more members or so at least I was going to me kakai woman to me and sorry and coca. Was it because
it doesn't work like that?
Okay.
So a function of organization and mobilization.
Okay.
I didn't beat me out. Nipa no beat me out. But one also make a conscious effort. So we organize your mo, we mobilize your mo. No make sure so much in seven say. Almost 10 years, and also no meet me, aqua, aqua hun deuro. And also never ma omo, sa, to me, no say, it drew about to ombe kosom bequato. Now say, wow, organize your intimate formal
so it means the party was not resourced to be able to disseminate.
Can't resourced, but at the piano, even if you have the resources, now we not target was who achieve. Let's just say, I then I listen to him. So what I say.
But then your resources issue.
It doesn't necessarily have to be resource. We be me your resource no, but the way I will be distributing no can be me a problem. So what I say. Even resources can be me a problem. For example, remember a big example.
Okay.
Billboards, right? It's a billboard. We have billboard kesia. Ne board in chen billboard kitwa. What I say. No, obi ebe chai and billboards akesia. Huge billboards. Who every part of the country, huge billboards. Say resources. Anke was say positive, but then also became a negative because now billboard I can see we now just say so to me say it's very simple, sir. You can have the resources, but kwanya offer so we deploy our resources no, and also to me work it to your advantage or to your disadvantage.
Was it the problem? Your candidate said, was it the problem?
And I make say,
Honorable Evisefrianka, are you going to share it with us? Was it the problem?
No. And I make her say, you lose the election. A bit simplistic, so because one reason. You may have major reasons, minor reasons. So I say, major reason no. Me from where I sit, and they say Nanado was not known in quotes. Obian who need leadership that. So what I say, and now the promises no almost packaging ye better than us. So package promises no ye be we utioma because on ba better Ghana into paradise. And because it's a unknown factor no. Okay, and you ain't trying to show. No, I can't suppose some
these close to 1 million people, no more AM Crawford.
And I make us every party be with the base 45% or more, thereabouts. And both parties no more base. It is a base, you know. Someone to me are out in their numbers to go and vote a be affected. And there were floating voters, or more mujina medal. So at every year be an share, na system or share na brabo. Now or share the two parties and the two candidates, no. Now or share near or full say. Nensem na or first or ebuano no akotwama no enti back to the same issue say okay NDC near traba muda so NMPP for nanado afi no oba na promises now all mano a year so fantastic say obiafo say Ghana will change within a short period of time. Oh, there'll be no corruption, no family and friends, zero tolerance. It's okay, let's give him that opportunity, let's give him the chance. I feel your man a chance and you say, hey, with the heading. I mean, with resource envelope of borrowing 140 billion, what the year up to now, Ibisa commission toilet. Now, with Obia no craft 54, I would need near tangible, solid near now face you share almost subain or more character, the personality. So, Nana do make us a creation of or artificial creation. Try to say, make us artificial creation. Almost a respect of rule of law. Or by you who's on your respect of rule of law. Or believe in human rights. Or by you he does not believe in human rights at all. Or by ye or a good manager of the economy or vision. Or by ye then wait me. Then you have John Dramani Mahama. Or no, the way an Isuba is here, very calm, the temperament, or a calm. Or you cool, level-headed, and an enea 1 year within a short period of time with less resources. Share now things wafa professor and Ronyam for or bar or no so or win him dear first female vice chancellor of a university. We share the way of carrying a home and then the conduct in a year between the disposition near them and JM no our track record. Or better, you the way or handle security issues, you the way or handle human rights issues. Journalists be were not an threat. Or more threat, or more dinner term more no cry, moko trubukura, or no cry to me come on muska. So, and Cabo more the buyer said Sanchi Chemuna, bao memoir, na and any what dadano, in Ghana for. So yes, Remini, so young Winnie, so ya Santini, so your chini, in Nipabaco. Now, under Nanado, we are seeing the erosion of those things holding it together as Ghana. So what I say, it will compare those two now. But at that time in 2016, now who says Subino or Metra so any BBI to no advantage. So what I say, the advantage is he had not been tried and tested, and it is the unknown. It's unknown. Okay, and you got to about the man. Have you got to about mana? I've heard you near Ehuni. Hey, and that is why you have confidence to say this time around, any opportunity, Nanado, ni Subai, na Memu, Nene, 125 ministers, ABC, that the family for bear over 50. Ewa Bemu, our man, no much Bibia, Fanyafu. Enti se sadia and your John Mahama or no craft 54 billion. With me, yes, and my win in 3 years and 4 months.
13 minutes past 3, Kingdom 107.7 FM. Paimuka Jumadino, and you arrive on 100.1 in Kumasi, 105.9 in Ho, and 105.7 Tamale na Fin Koko, 99.3 Sunyai na Fe, 99.7 Suso Axim, 107.5 Takrade, secondary Takrade, now call Sunyai so 99.3 Medica Kanwasem Ede Acho, say Oko Mankesima 106.1. Kingdom, not say Oko Cape Coastal 96.9. Kingdom, Facebook, Kingdom 107.7. Kingdom 107.7. Jumadie, Paimuka Kingdom 107.7. Mama for Emfa or Matsembusa Emra. No hard feelings. Ave straight to the point. Or suggestion, straight to the point. Or question, straight to the point. Yenin Komono together. This is a national conversation. Ghana could take another decision. Yeah, a bit taking 4 years bio and san yetimi and yamukwine asesaya no anasia science. Ntinko san komono ena yedino. No personality attacks. Let us ask questions. Yeah, bread and butter. Dachi questions. Questions are if I mene would dachi as much as possible. I've also share. Na obian so enya bi ehunu no obi so nya bi emisa ono so the questions said yes na efata na yenkoyanim. Honorable Elvis Free Ankra, director of elections, ma National Democratic Congress, is my guest. 15 minutes past 3. Honorable, a kaya damonim no close to 1 million. Nipa 1 million are going to have to change their mind. Plus Nkofo a woman so said na kasibia no me disgruntled and I say apathy binti woman kwankoto aba no me that. This is a tough job, isn't it? To be able to convince Nkofo when you know say the MPP for be kan no womu to bibigu mfutrogu yani and I said the omo ekanti amono omo ye bi no me ade to convince to cross out 1 million. It's a tough job, isn't it?
Okay. First of all, I was say you share the context of that so-called 1 million. There are issues about that number because I mean no say when you say Electoral Commission, Gazette, polling station by polling station, results would declare the full results and no more Gazette but
polling station by polling
station.
And what's the gain here?
I will get you so be some Electoral Commission when you more another planet rules nanam. And no another because there are issues there. But you see, I carry 2 months.
Issues maybe maybe money ni say numbers in free polling stations maybe and
so Gazette so results are because of kaya easy ka say system no. I then you hack your system. So so okay.
Me Kaiser Charlotte to say average.
Okay. And now you buy at IPAC. Omo announces almost set up committee to look into that thing. What went wrong? Yetimi Esiano. Committee, me a director of IT and I member. Omo go meetings 3 times. Omo say no to papa so. So what is it that they are hiding?
Has he been able to find out? And I say,
and your former committee, that's a committee. Easy, Nankasa, or say, or former committee to unravel, no show any interest. What will you do? And I make I say, I mean, perceive we wasted too much time on those things.
I don't bet me I am more how never. It's a polling station, or no. The Among Gazette in a issue, no, it's because some of the votes now and the MPP. And that's your winning and questionable, but you had agents. And I was and also I bet me I am more how and
I may purchase say no as director of elections 2 months to elections.
No, but elections are won at the polling stations.
Hold on. As I'm speaking to you now, between Friday and you deploy trainers all over the country. On my second phase of training.
It's a lesson. Yeah, Monsieur, every previous election.
Every election, you learn lessons.
All right.
Yeah, election, we are translate, analyze every particular election. And near my choir, you seem to a woman that way I may improve your systems. Into this time, no one say, for example, so yeah, you training lawyers, a lot of lawyers, and informal appointees. Because you be used as collation agents.
Okay.
Collation agents, and they say you results from all the polling stations at the various constituency collation centers. Now, when you collate, until lawyers and the former appointees they will be collation agents at the collation center.
Or the 275 constituencies.
Yes.
At least be a agent or no should be a lawyer or a former government appointee.
Fantastic. Until at least one lawyer, one government appointee. we have more than enough. I train you more, bear 3 or 4 times. Say be cry trainers and now me no can say omo koran or more training for. Until I know say improvement. So maybe a training you was until we have improved on that. So and our agents know so syllabus now the train you in the coming weeks, no issues will be out about BVR. Was as a responsible political party, would say and same be about the electoral process. But if you observe, and Sana, me, and our general secretary, and our chairman, and our director of IT, can be you craft facts, evidence, solid. And there are so many issues about the electoral process, register, no BVR, no cards in the coming weeks, no more better. Yeah, the better. And training na ye more na no ye expose them to say potential issues na betimi be coin for abuse na e betimi lead to manipulation of the elections. Enti na ye nema yesua. But what I'm saying basically say 1 million no say
whatever. And then with all these things you put in place, it will be very difficult for elections 2020 elections and say a bare flawed with and comfort to set syllabus. And I know that you have a whole school more training for when it comes to elections near the more experience our elections change political party via our friends because presidential election the political party two now more ready anymore will be to be paying by about parliamentary or more a short by 1 because through 1992 or 120 experience in elections more will be par and more why it will be very difficult at 2020 elections very flawed.
You see, when Obi Kekasa elections are flawed, Ana Obi feel so Dane Kwakoto Abano, no be about a ballot box, and say flawed. And yet that's simple. Obi Peso Uria elections more. There are so many ways. The first of all, so Peso Tuaba, what is the primary condition? Also to be true. Enti Edin Trono, a foundation, Fapim, Emma Abato. 80 say Obi an electoral commission as a ben to so now put in place mechanisms any systems are Bema say mra ye true dino wo stronghold on crop for also mucho medino for whatever reason or the name bu akwemu so that they are not able to write their names and no starting manipulating election so what I say it to be to me akwa toaba ya bet toaba no on that day. There will be no snatching of ballots, but we yi nipa bear 100,000 a free mu into omuntimi to abane mao. So, for example, you who near course or voter region, Emrana ye truding. It was an attempt to suppress votes. I was part of the team I called the Kokachop say soldier need be anywhere, not doing your jumo di to ball, controlling, irrespective of the soldiers. Go and write your name. It's you who ye soldier for a ye amewu a lecture. It was an attempt to intimidate the people. Say, a friend saying, Omo Tahiru, a friend saying, Omo MP, Ono Bekan say, Ono ma the real reason, say, it is to stop people from registering. Initially, Katie Hammond. Initially, almost they went there to go and fight COVID. They did two and they fight COVID. So, but the real reason, no. Katie Amobekai said they went there to ensure that people do not vote, and that the uncle for Togolese for. He said it. So
people who said they were Ghana for and
so, but whichever way you want to rationalize it, that was the agenda. Yeah, this was the focus.
And they rationalize this. Me can't damn it.
Okay, fine. A Ghana for into so that was an attempt to suppress votes. Okay, you who were in several areas, Banda. Settlers are 200 years on my for a travel. Yes, because say on my voter say almost say they are predominantly so Uncle for number 2 about my NDC. They try to suppress them. So many examples. And then they didn't talk any two bronco fire will be back crazy police station. It was all this attempt to suppress votes in the strongholds of the opposition. And that is number 2. And they say in the strongholds of the ruling government, omit me a bio na yama minors are registered or the infidie obekaya emra na ye trodino. You're complaining say infidie no a slow for voter region. So kaya there was a whole 1.5 days then infidie no a slow almost no more train password. But don't call a Ashanti region. There was nothing like that. Na bibia koso omukra no baby wa police station bo obokona enfidie near 3 4 5 a mobile and also count. So these are all ways to me at the manipulating elections. I feel to say we are in an era of technology. So I say adie bi a ekoso no just obi onim ICT mu bia no ntia say this is the first time in the history of this country computer generated ID card numbers. Now you could generate here. Yes, nipa be or ha one ID card number. Eba ane saying. More na mo say register dada and any register papa. Into more the new register ba. Any ama musika over 1 billion Ghana cedis. Someone can register for. If you register here, more ye. Afe die ade ensi da kane no ye tro din ne ka se ye exhibition. Ebi abekọ me din ye free ankra. Ebi ana hyphen ye ye free. And I say ye echina if you echere ebi ana me a male near I am a female and I say BBC petty corrections. This is the first time a 1 billion CD register. Na yebeko polling station bi no na bi omo ho nyina no omo picture nyina ya oba baako. So your bow so your bema. Na fe wo ID number wo number what card ne so a unique ID number. I a bank account number. Masa imagine say you wako bank now bank after akajo so ye mistake na the whole customers thing na nipa be 100 am the same bank account number. How is that possible? Because it's computer generated. Now feel more and then nansa don't make kwabina no more frank for say omon ko some card because card need a duplication. What is the meaning of that? And true incompetence for if you didn't now auto and be up to standard. 2 if you didn't now toy one political parties in our coin, I mean, trust you who say because ICT name the way, and in the public could trim. And within a 2012 answer never share register national. Almost form at the IPAC level. NDC for the representative by Dr. Queno, MPP for the Mark Menu, and CPP for so the Nipa Bako by all the smaller parties. No, Eddie Nipa Bako a buyer. Any in a trust near formal 2 committees, legal committee, technical committee, any a share, a choir, a befasun fidia, a quacote, a juma ben, a bit near when they best in the world, near when they shoot Ghana, near 2 BBA, it's not the mudaho, and to be any. And in Casa duplication near a can't say Omomian trust, near share system no more quacoton, near no more coto, a base, your experience no more, no more choir, my dear, when him say,
have we crossed that bridge?
Said
sir, they all come home as MCC.
Debbie, up till now, no, the most absurd and they say, Master, yet a time bob so. First of all, no, Anka, a wasenka, Yansaka, the final register, and Sanya filing nomination. Nientia was a banner, son, say. Filing nomination, I was registered members, more ID card, voter ID card, and there was almost nominated too, all over all the regions and districts. Now, see, I can say, you final register. 80, you final register now, and rouse and then some more Franco for a war, a friend saying, Domiquabinia, and all over the country, same things are happening. So it is any penny be. Echo filing and nominate president bia. Now a be VH no, oh friend say omra me a card because the number near duplicate into was sign a card. Enti near or the failing form no, any near of sign say a different enti o candidate is he qualified or not?
So, document now or the so the actually or no tawachi and also the actually o sefata so be a candidate no. If it is found out later said the document is flawed, is it going to affect your candidate?
Exactly.
So as we speak now, card not as a document, you know, you know who said what's that to me no a bit me a tie candidate.
And nothing a maybe yes a final register. We have final register now they are my political parties. So this is the final. Yeah, I mean no say you need final register. Now in the Mrano, one part of the Mra almost say a registered voter is somebody who is on the provisional register. Ubia, your friend a registered voter biano, and you'll be a provisional register. So then that same part of the law, no oba say almost say a voter and you'll be on what final register. So which is which? As for electoral commission, there must I was so mama time. Na me beka omuhansem a mess, a total mess. But empire airborne say Sebio I say wafa car na they will call ebi afia akra to Yisunyane no drive rough no atiano so I say what track nim dada so we see kwan so we see motorway ebi a wo hwe nene ebi a we twa kakra ana say neni kum car no so tim umbese obegina e wo kwanti fi na amrobes ababet attack you enti no an say wo ko enti wa no atem driver tobo ne wumi because this is the electoral commission we have. We have 2 months to election.
I thought that much me entertaining some fears. We say elections no cry we are date no. I be do time about 20 members one. Pay their okay.
Oh, and no, we don't have a sufficient ground. Someone almost here say on my register no by November.
Mojo mudi.
Oh, electoral commission dear Nyabema. Because
no suspect, more doubt.
You see, Debbie, I don't want to go that far. There's a difference between almost say
whatever problem or curable you think.
So Drew, I said yeah cure. You see, because curable I think. Almost your opportunity, I want 1 billion. You will register that I know. I had the 2 aba. I'm almost register no. That register no, you know the accuracy 99.4%. It's not problem only 0.6%.
Oh, I want to find out the proverbial driver or the ever could do destination.
And say, and one say driver man not driver turbo and one you me.
Not pack here. And I be pack here.
Obe pack here da kakra no atwaso. Send e drew near den the any be just gina. Ma say something serious one. Na this electoral commission omwe di Ghana yamo. They have damaged our democracy. I'm telling you. There were facts and evidence. And someone you make no. And yes, imagine say me director of election. Don't you think say better for me say me spending my time. Say me kwa pronomy training agents na me ye than they be na me press conference electoral commission. Now kasa de. No. Obi am penisa.
COVID
but omoni ye mami ye omoni ye omon kanokre. James and near trial meeting. That was my first IPAC meeting. Was a second. You try say the agenda by you share a report on the previous elections. You share political parties or more accounts. You share political parties or more offices in all the districts. That was the agenda. You meeting we what the communicate about better to say your co-meeting you know try say a person say mu to mu say you ba be new register. I say you know ne trans you bibia sa mo obi na bisa asenti register na ye dey you know e ba ne say na ba bi sinto ba na so mo dwendwen ho say bia mo be tom fidie fufo na no na ba be da ne say nti e ho no ne ho say no adwen bi wachi. Since then meeting emergency meeting, no minutes, no reports, nothing. Okwa IPACA ebi fi amanone ebi sua free ho no so okwa IPACA omo ya madwen se me ompe so mo ye ni nti omo ba be bo amane wo be ye den wo be ka den mami my example emra ye kwa limited registration ena ye call meeting ena ebi so say limited registration e ba be omo target saying omo so 300,000 and they say 300,000 no enyina so ben na mo de 300,000 no si omo take your decision. Yes, na say wuntimi nya sa any true common statistical service. And a statistical service my data nature say nipa also register about 1.7 million. And you be catch up say this is them year from statistical service for 1.7 million. Your call next meeting almost more increasing it to 500,000. And yes, enyina so ben na mo almost shall say so much true, our who numbers, and almost my review notice so 700,000. It's almost true, we need to do a true 1.2 million. No, so almost CD on my target on my idea. Just say, Omoni yina ya basa, yet you told me for Munchi, Omoya no Mahakopim. Look at this mess. Up to now, 2 months to election, less than 2 months to election, you need register. Register now, day by November. No? So the back. That's a your major problems of one year any day. A chairman, MP, you need to register him.
But
21,000, you see, that is the point. 21,000 names. na wonim ne ntia meka so mo nka no kra meka na me ya ba wo se meka emra MP hu se ne din nimu a ode to dwa no oh your challenge your technical problem to be resolve enye sa na obi odi no kra eka on ba bonti se MP ne boa ena o se second day no omo restore 14,000 out of this 21,000 it is 14,000 na MP ne din eka ho bi ena mu twa baby a MP ne din no no it's omo response to MP no ena omo say MP ne boa na mo hwe ne din kra register nim meanwhile no na a different register because yen as a political party omo my date say em flash drive from ra emerge register ye de call ye be 9 na a flash drive na my eventually omo the flash drive na my no ade che no omo friend say em flash drive na ra because mistakes was so flash drive with mistakes no and omo supply ma all of our district offices it's first day I be registration no mo ntimi ntwen sai and nothing and that's 21,000 you know ashama for who ya other places so who differences bebre no it is a BBC about oh MP sorry oh ya restore into be aka 7,000 ye ho adwuma na mo person mo prove say MP no o di ntro me wa mo nim say ne o kan no ye no kre into yes say o say do I have to believe in them? No way. I don't believe in them.
35 minutes past 3, Kingdom 107.7 FM. Pemu Kajuma di ni mdi kwaku owusu eje pato na ene honorable Elvis Afriankra edin komo oye director of elections ma National Democratic Congress. Live on Facebook mekai rena unso so share na ja o comments e wo hwe nyina no na wo hwe na wo share na fe uja unso so o comments Kingdom 107.7 FM ana Facebook page na fe Kingdom TV and so is on Facebook. You're live on Kingdom TV na Kingdom FM across the country. Baby abekobia no Kingdom ewo ho nom ni ade. Afei na ye ka de enkoye wa mamwe mu a because it say answer na ye be two kwan vehicle na e dey be two kwan we needed to spend some time say ye hwese vehicle na kasa no in good shape e dey be kwa answer na ye tie ye tena bat no mu ye dey enkoma ye ko no ankasa ye hwe NDC as a political party na to say government mo be form ye bibi o ha genuinely obetimi aka say ade we dey ya nye ni ye ba e be ba be ni
any media relations media relations na tossing they are not there bibia
they know your party na fan na government afan
both the party and the government
because no be cultural has said no more I remember person me reiki old wounds ni sanya but people were citing examples of mentioning names BOBJ stand up by some J obi kind of saying at the form and stuff like that nina sa a friend say no more yeah and then waka magana for who say you muhunu ni say because I was there yeah jitum na ye hu say we are remorseful near ka said it
yes oh absolutely so Obaka former president Nankasa wa kind of several times say Obaba mi so bi obi twasa na chiachi a wo hu nti bibia wa ye bia etia obi na so bia no ye mfanche no so nti menso mi gina ya party na nemu se bibia ye bia etia obi bia no omfanche se bi nipa ya wa dwempa ne akomapa e mo man no but we ye adwuma no me say one of the challenges am boys am ne o me o starting me because me to the bia under pressure me tietiem so but me fan personal me person me nya resource nti o ya de no nya ntam ayi masa ya ntam but nya personal ya pon a ya be transfer didi ayi nti no so ya de a we are all working on it nti no one of the major I mean from where I sit and I feel so no yeah grassroots no so one say be obu ha wa bre party no so wa bre party no wo call in grass Ghana enya kra o ko villages bi na dey obi press na bi obeba kra e wo mu say there are processes and procedures there so e bi a we twa kwan ba kra oba be hu minister na obeba bi a obedi nansa na otwe ono obi entimi nkasa okwa ode ya oneko so enti e wo se enya system bibia say we a party penny and a government minister the way I'll be handle on so will be class a won't me who now also put in place a system there or be to enya nipa no etie na some now won't be one of Christ mamma affecting them be businesses be brave your call for what China don't into me ama and na omo akra no omo koya fe no omo balance omo and na business near the uncle for more boiling in ano and yama economy na inti this year no in fact say mitimish me catch us mitimi achi t-shirts this is say na kan na meboa oni pa no so me da was pa oh the way I watch church mu achre me no pa so I say so even though one man t-shirt no what explain yama no enti achre no wa wo t-shirt ni bi na the command okra na ni somo rather than so so don't worry and as a no so I'm using that as an example say na nkutahudie between abano ni party nipa no more form no so was say those are the areas but
performance of government be a government share bo for instance say 200 e-school e-block schools no was say best 43 na more handy over was it 43 yes. And I'm more handy over and on some but let's use the 43 as an example but you promised 200 nisa any money ebi and some of the promises are muye be for genuine reasons meant to me and a bin so or be feet dragging be a free minister be ho and now from there this sanya mani be so generally no and also who be a chopana
just say mean to me who every detail but the American generally say say ni pay there ye trasa ye nipa ho adwuma there e bedroom pepper so bi no niam ni bi ho a enko ne se dia ya kra ne yepe etina democracy ye no so because democracy no o abemu o be ye wa famu there na ukotren fia unya kwan etimi hwe okay niam ye nie enia anka wasa mitimi ye enie na anka we nso mi ye ni say anka ye enti ya ba fie no etimi a transit former president Mahama say utimo say wo hwe say campaign na ye na utimo say party no is at the center of the campaign 2016 now a lot of the complaint is that's a campaign no baby na party so baby that cohesion no neni ho but say wo hwa party no is right
no, but you only have the party now who party you don't have government
yes,
party
yes but you see agrobe so if you no pa so we share major decisions no near their processes ne procedures ne structures na dey go akwamu na what we say for example because of that we say in our constitution no transitional team say no party executives key ones national organizer, youth organizer, women organizer, general secretary, chairman, they are part of the transitional team. Can you know it will be at the discretion of whoever. But to say no a imperative say they should be there. Say by party for no president cannot know every single person in a contribution.
Mami Mrs. Our question will say to say na money some but I don't want to me I wouldn't be fair because media relations na money media for ni nyina enye fine anate bia ni nyina na enye bia ni nyina 100% na enye ntine no na bia but sometimes more try say mbe patch up sa differences no emu bi no mo nkomo no bi no metimi pie mu ano say abanya to media. And it's not fair, is it?
Okay, you see.
And also can't it deepen the woes?
You see, Nagana and Penocre. Binim say a Toby and I and Toby, but no credit ever cope. No credit on it. And they say, and near ma NDC time, a happiner, no beer, hey, from morning to evening. So what I say, weeks upon weeks on end. Near newspaper review now afternoon programs near under this regime no 10 times worse things are happening among Fonka say Ebeka cry I just say confer NDC DB Ebeka on na to say equalization now I say balance no. It's not fair.
Is it not because more candidates are president paying? Because maybe our can we be referring to the scenarios no because at least you have the people to pick and choose.
Okay.
And you have the people say obe presented their more akase because person obi be kwa kofa de asipen abantino o kire nipa ne say well ebi obeka say sayinti na de no abeto na de ne de no so aba
say sa keka obi abehu so entisa masa onim ni America
nto ma to media no
media ntimi nkasa say ya to media
because in some crack we no ebi e say mu hurahuna media o ma to media which is which
me I don't know but there's something wrong. No credit. I was a media no so you can no credit more. Yes. And no I won't compromise on that.
And when you imagine someone be fine.
Debbie, only be a fine tia on kind of credit no. Is that your definition? No, bro. No. Your definition of media relations is Debbie. Debbie. So your definition is on my womb as a democracy. Media more juma. Fourth estate of the realm. But Juma say you uphold the public interest and hold government accountable. And only more Juma. Muko media school. That's what you were taught. And more definition is where media relations. Nasa who say under a particular government, horrible things are happening. 200 times more than before. No one can. It's no idea because media relations.
But what can near me? No, but we say omu media.
And
we say media. Media for. I say puppets and somebody is a puppeteer.
You are a media person. Tell me why under NDC government they be corruption, morning corruption, afternoon corruption. Give me more opportunity and tell me the scandals and NDC government. Tell me now.
No, but we cry into scandals.
We have to go into scandals.
Maybe I ever had the whole kind of say and say the media and say instead say or share the courses say and now we go and pull out and maybe a SCP na de abeto to ne de eho and I make say this year's election is peculiar because two leading candidates no bakwa president pen bakwa president oh dem channel and in the time bia no o compare ubenya nyina so 2016 you couldn't compare. Nanado had not been president before. And you wouldn't mean confine Nanado performance as president. And compare John Dramani Mama. We say
Mame Mwao. Yo abemo scandals and name them. Baz Brandon, Canadian biom.
Brazil,
what happened?
I'm out for say who could sue you near there.
And it's a crime. Players and quiet training. Players. SS who sika
president from
ignorance because we don't read the report now. I'm very proud of myself.
White paper
report now. I'm very proud say I am one the only serving minister ye dem to public probe ye catch a Ghana for ubi or was in Biafra. Nobody. And ye me forensic audit. You know what a forensic audit is? Ensign Young. Me forensic audit. Issue cranon bizarre receipts. They didn't get anything.
Yes,
Brazil.
Oh,
who is that?
Social media.
So listen. I deal with serious issues. So God myself. Listen, let me make this clear. Brazil, was about players in discipline. A day disgrace a bro mine. Now because I was the minister, I had to take responsibility. What I say, that was long and short. There's nowhere in that report that I was indicted. These are all generations of people who are brain into say. And I may purchase when you go back and take that tape and listen, what was the question? Question not necessary. So the players did not train for 2 days. And I'm saying, so when the players did not train, how did you feel? And I'm like, that day it wasn't easy. Players, my friend, as a my from Mr. Charlie, Munko training, Moya Diamo, Sabeka Musika, Modia Munko training, keke, because Nami himself bow me so much training on the winning match. And they refuse to train. It's your bizarre is that question. I'm human. So temporary, and I just lost, for 30 seconds, and I came back. In any case, it's good to have people who have conscience. Me, I have a conscience. My conscience is alive. Very dangerous to have politicians, only conscience, only human feeling, only committee murder, we are gonna me. I have dared this government and any government. They can examine me from hell to heaven. There's nothing to hide. I'm very, very confident and proud of that. Until let's come back to the issue. Now, scandals. Until I mentioned Brazil, I mentioned Baz Brian Adiembium. And I didn't be
no, yes, sir.
It's we have to talk about it because as some contextually, so that is why people are saying, how come, sir? Here I have 118 scandals under MPP. 118. Edu baby now 1 week, one scandal. Abaya excavator squared me 2 a yeah. A Japa. You know what a Japa is? Or more value your gold never from them. And now, Omode Kwakwaji Busian for 15 years for $500 million. Now, every year, Biano
49% of it.
Yeah, 49%. Every year, Biano, we are supposed to get a minimum of $200 million. And you calculate it over that 15-year period. Now, what they have done is that they have undervalued the gold. The value now, it was Omode man, they have undervalued. 18 are under the law, they set up company. Emrani Chair said, you can't even know who the directors are and who the shareholders are. What's be that? Public property or minor property. You will not know who the directors are, who the shareholders are. And what will happen is that some people will go and buy that, the shares very cheap. Now, if a value news shoot to a boom within a short period of time, and then they'll sell it. A criminal behavior. $12 million worth of fertilizer disappeared. Galamsey excavators 8 me 2. Maybe must say I confirm 8 to 2 year and confirm that story was not true. Are you aware? Say it wasn't true. So I confirm be and 2 and come here. A comment be no be here. Just the same way obi a comment say you'll be pointed down to be no $1,000. It was an off the cuff, no be so. So gold bus, president, 24 million tax waiver.
Gold bus,
the bush for 700 motorbikes, 700 motorbikes, and 600 tricycles. Northern Development Authority, IRA. So what I say?
Yes, and so I heard to say the American on common. Yes, I twice with you. What's some more would be Ghana for?
You be down 7th December about 1 year Kotono. As he said, it goes beyond NDC and PP. Ghana in the future. So, any corporate. And nothing you say about 1 year rescue mission. Yeah, Baba Ghana, a second independence. If so, share President John Dramani Mahama. Now all 54 billion Ghana cedis. Would the year near my hospitals, cheap compounds, schools, energy, obi some about power crisis now. John Mahama but the best of it. A lot of a juma I know now. Now MPP4 Nana Akufo-Addo when you 140 billion commission project now commission toilet any street light. Now you call and I say by say baby you no your debts now a cana here dear no and sustainable when you say for 2 years both internally any loans are you and you're spending 80% of that at your debt 140 billion. It's yes man another 4 years and your mind number 2 we share security situation or memoir. Said na do I see or yeah rule of law near there or buy to trust some now the invincible forces near bone for you prepare for you kum for basa I want to mean your own share in this year man of crime. I feel Osha a manifesto now. MPP4 said free SHS. Yes say free SHS no. Near chassis but near no gradually because near himself was said we need infrastructure no. 18 Emma and Emma girls. Omo sebi a janai in the bush in some of the schools because infrastructure ni ho. It's yes about free SHS no. Ye ba be shemu kina. And we will use within 1 year near abolish our traffic light system no double track near abolish it. Now face technical and vocational education training. I know do na no and no nins and rejuma share near there no and no see any free. Now for private schools no in deprived communities are SHS ni bini hono. Yabema private schools no so adjoin the free SHS. And I fear the enuma. You say your agenda you be creating 250,000 jobs a year. 250,000 jobs no. Enuma ye babe ya cheche infrastructure ye babe ye any ye be create bosia ye be the better senko for emrantia ne maba omukohwe nsanu adwuma ne ade nyina ne eboabo omukakra ye be create 250,000 jobs in a year. Nti within the 4 years so ne create 1 million jobs. Nti ye wo enepa at the Magana for you be reduce the size of government by 124 ministers no you be reduce no and now you be your comprehensive review of the banking sector near making sure say customers now musika come ni yetu omuka near introduce a tier 3 tier banking system say be ya obu ha ni sika na enso full banking system now wetimi ebie ne bank omo aye sake omo bank you know omo gufi ebi aye chichenga omo ye chichenga ebi okada riders ne ade okada no so ye ba ye ne ka ye NPP for afi omo se enye afi de omo se ye unhu ne omo ko ye ba ye se okada no ye be make sure say ye be legalize no ne train omo ne make sure say omo etimi aboa na afi ye be restore distribution of free cocoa fertilizers to cocoa farmers and other farmers also ye be more inputs. You better cancel licensure exam and mandatory national service for graduates. You better cancel. Now, for each of the regional hospitals, new regions beyond, you better see new hospitals at their momo. You better construct dual carriageways all over the country. Accra, Takrade, Accra, Kumasi, Sa Aquino, and no nema accidents. This is now Mahama has the track record. Shenipa no 54 billion. Henema utimi na near unya when you 140 billion. Ultimately, traffic lights and the toilet no commission. And now on mine or didn't chichemu abba a petasician provider. We need a whole day's program. Time, family and friends. The Bushia 4, the Nikromu 4. I'm MPP for Nankasa more bread. MPP for Nankasa. I was MPP for more sorry. Because and yet this is not the MPP Akufo Eja Homom. Kufo MPP no was better. Nanado MPP and MPP or no in the Bushia 4 in America. Now my final words they said because they said Eana akenkan young Crawford into Eana Casa so person BBC Bibinia fashion book mo Brazil. Number 1, Brazil. They investigated me thoroughly. Forensic audit. There was nothing, not one, nothing. It's abaying almost by transfer 4 years. I call me 2 months. I'm from any day. So I'm first say my ABB. Etiamra. I am ready any day, and I'm assuring them. Say. 1,000 years they will not see anything because you move ha ya mfa krono suban ye ya ban sika nyafu no ya mfa enra aban. So I'm daring them. So if they know they've been in power, omunim say my bibia, they should have police station crime and that, fire service station crime and that, Mako police station. There is nothing. It was about player indiscipline. All those stories about coconut, social media here and go for candidacy. Wow, who can buy coconut for 1,000 cedis? Sebi. They can come and say, it doesn't make sense. Does it make sense? And the other way, no nonsense.
11 minutes past 4. Thank you very much, Elvis Efriye Ankra, Director of Elections, National Democratic Congress. Obaye, there's Stedemika Ekaino. Yabesa so Eshabunia Yedinkom. We still have some 53 days to go. And Yabesa Arhena Yedinkom or Ebi Ede.